Hey, we're delving deeper into lesson number 8 in our study of Second Peter. There's very little doubt that the false teachers were into a practice known as license. In John chapter 8, verses 34 through 36 reads, Jesus said, I tell you most solemnly that anyone who chooses a life of sin is trapped in a dead-end life and is in fact a slave. A slave can't come and go at will. The son, though, has an established position and the run of the house. So if the Son sets you free, you are free through and through. Now, for the false teachers, being set free meant every Christ follower was free from the conventions of society. It was liberty for all. But they took this teaching far beyond the meaning of Jesus's liberation from the slavery of sin and interpreted it to mean that unrestrained behavior was acceptable. Freedom in Christ became justification for immorality. Such an interpretation, it just becomes a feast for egoism. You get to decide how to live your life. You're free from restrictions, so do what you want. Well, aren't you worried that God will judge you for your sexual promiscuity? Aren't you concerned about the spiritual consequences for committing adultery? Aren't you afraid that God will disqualify you for all your seductions? And the answer is, of course not. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. I'm not afraid. I've been washed in the blood of the Lamb. I've been made spotless. I'm a child of the King. Well, writing to the churches in Galatia, the Apostle Paul gave us this instruction. It is absolutely clear that God has called you to a free life. Just make sure that you don't use this freedom as an excuse to do whatever you want and destroy your freedom. Rather, use your freedom to serve one another in love. That's how freedom grows. My friends, everything rises and falls on relationships. And if you use your freedom to damage relationships and hinder your spiritual growth, then you are misusing your freedom. As Christ's ambassador, you're going to get recalled. So use your freedom wisely, and Jesus will say to you, well done, good and faithful servant. Use your freedom to justify your immorality, and Jesus will say to you, depart from me, I never knew you. Oh, my friends, live free and protect that freedom through your obedience to God's commands and Jesus's teachings. And have a great day.